Yes. See this. Till now we have discussed 4 marks, 8 marks problem from the chapter income from salary. So now this is chapter number 5 in which we will discuss only 16 marks problem. So now see this first problem we have to discuss now. Mr. Ravindra, SSC, furnished the following details of his salary. So Ravindra is a SSC, various details of the salary is given. So first point you see, net salary is 1 lakh. After deducting 6,000 for income tax, 20,000 as contribution to RPF and 5,000 as a rent of a bungalow. So here they have given net salary after deduction of all these things. But we want before the tax what was his salary, that we want. Why? Because we are calculating taxable salary, right? So before the taxation if we get the salary, then finally we can put the tax on that. So how to get the before tax salary here, can you tell me? By seeing this first adjustment, net salary, income tax, contribution to RPF, rent of a bungalow. Yes, Hanumanta, Suraksha, how to get before tax, what was his basic or what was his salary? Just add everything, just add everything. So 1 lakh plus 6,000 plus 20,000 plus 5,000. So now we got his salary before tax, that is 1 lakh plus 6, 1 lakh 6, 1 lakh 6 plus 20, 1 lakh 26, 1 lakh 26 plus 5, 1 lakh 31. So 1 lakh 31 is basic salary or gross salary you can say. Now net salary here they have given after deduction. Second one, conveyance allowance 8,000 per annum. He spent 5,000 per annum for official duty. So what is exempt and what is taxable? So that we have to see here. Here what is exempt? Can you tell me? Conveyance allowance. Out of 8,000, 5,000 for official duty per annum they have given. Yes. Yes, Suraksha. Numanta. Yes, answer. Can you give the answer here? What is exempt and what is taxable? Whether official purpose is exempt from tax. First thing. Yes, here official purpose is exempt from tax. See this conveyance allowance. So out of 8,000, 5,000 is for official duty means remaining 3,000 is for personal purpose we can say. So 8,000 minus 3,000, only 3,000, 8,000 minus 5,000, only 3,000 is taxable. So 5,000 is an exemptable amount. So official purpose is exempt. Other things are taxable. So now next, third adjustment. He lived in a bungalow at Mumbai. Population more than 25 lakh owned by the company. So if you see, this is a concept of rent-free accommodation. This statement is of rent-free accommodation and here house is owned by the employee. So company is owning the house. Whenever his house is owned by the employer, we have to see the population. Population they have said more than 25 lakh. So what is the rule? Can you tell me the rule? If population is more than 25 lakh, what is the rule for RFA, rent-free accommodation? How many percent, what is the percentage? What percentage we have to take of the salary? Hanumanta, Suraksha, what percentage? Tell me what percentage we have to take. Whether it is 15%, whether it is 10%, whether it is 7.5%. Yes, answer. At least you can give a try. So why you are not responding, both of you? Have you understood the question? Suraksha, have you understood the question? Hanumanta, have you understood the question? Just comment in the chat box whether you understood or not. Then how will I know you are listening or not? How will I know if you are not responding? Just tell me. See, here we are talking about rent-free accommodation. So here we know that house is owned by the employer. So in that case, we have to see the population. If population is more than 25 lakh, then what we are going to do here? Here we have to take 15% of the salary. 15% of the salary we have to take, and salary for the purpose of RFA we know salary means basic plus DA or DP if it enters the retirement benefit plus all monetary emolument plus all taxable allowance excluding contribution to any funds. So that is a salary for the purpose of RFA. Its fair rental value is 4,000 per month. Fair rental value is given, that is per month they have mentioned. Then company has provided on this bungalow facility. So now company is giving the employee one bungalow, and he gets a facility of gardener and watchman who are paid 3,000 per month and 5,000 per month respectively. So 3,000 per month for gardener we want for 12 months, 3,000 into 12 we have to do. Similarly watchman 5,000 per month, 5,000 into 12 we have to do, because we are doing the calculation for 1 year, 1 year calculation. The company paid in respect of this bungalow 3,000 as electricity bill. Even company pays electricity bill and water bill. So whatever the amount paid by the company, we have to consider for this one taxable salary purpose, because it is a facility given by the employer to the employee, and in addition to that, employer itself is paying the amount. So we have to consider, and all these things, gardener, watchman, services provided by the company, that also we have to consider. Then next fourth one, if you see, the company has provided a car of 1.4 cc for official and personal use. All the expenses, including the driver's salary, are borne by the company. So here we have to see what is the rule. Rule we have to see whether the car is owned by the employer. So now let us assume that here car is owned by the employer and expenses are borne by the employer. See, this company provided a car means employer is owning the car, and expenses are also met by the employer. In that case, we have seen the rules. We have seen the rules for motor car. There, one small car, there is a separate statutory limit is there, and for big car, there is a separate statutory limit is there. So now, here 1.4 cc means it is a small car because it is less than 1.6 cc. So it is a small car, and we have to see the condition which is mentioned in that particular table. That is here both owner is employer, expenses are met by employer. That is why here what happens, 1.4 cc means 1,800 per month we have to take. 1,800 per month. If it is more than 1.6 cc, then 2,400 per month we have to take. That is a statutory limit. Then driver is also provided. Along with that, driver is also provided. Whenever the driver is provided, what we have to do? We have to take 900. That is fixed. In the statutory limit, they have given 900 per month for driver. If a driver is given. So here driver is there, 900 per month you have to consider. Next thing, the following amount were deposited in is provident fund account. So company's contribution, here employer's contribution is given 20,000. Interest at 10.5% per annum amount to 10,500. So this provident fund is nothing but recognized provident fund, RPF. So employer's contribution for RPF up to 12% of the salary, it is exempt. Up to 12% exempt, and more than that it is taxable. But here we don't know the percentage. It is not given directly. They have given company's contribution or employer's contribution 20,000. So we have to first we have to get 12% of the salary. Then we have to see that amount and this amount. Anything excess of this, anything excess amount, you have to pay the tax. If it is less than that, then there is no tax. Interest at 10.5% per annum amounts to 10,500. That is RPF interest, recognized provident fund interest, that is 10,500. And as per the rule, what happens, up to 9.5% interest is exempt, remaining is taxable. So 9.5% means what is the excess amount here? 1%. So 1% you have to pay the tax. Then he took a vehicle loan of 2 lakh at 7% per annum. SBI rate of 10% per annum is given. So vehicle loan of 2 lakh means we have to see SBI rate and this rate difference. So that rate is eligible for tax. Difference rate is eligible for tax. That we have to calculate. Then he was given lunch coupon worth 80 each for 300 days. So lunch coupon up to 50 it is exempt. Lunch coupon up to 50 it is exempt, and remaining is taxable. So 30 into 300 you have to do. Compute the taxable salary considering the professional tax paid is rupees 200 per month. So here professional tax, after getting the all the salary total, you have to deduct professional tax and standard deduction. Standard deduction also you have to deduct. And if entertainment allowance is given, and you have to see whether SSC is a government employee. If he is a government employee, then you have to consider that entertainment allowance for deduction. If he is not a government employee, then doesn't. Yes, so this is a problem. This type of problem comes for 16 mark. 16 mark problem. See this, income from salary, 16 mark problem. So now you have to prepare the answer. Solution part we have to see. So heading is computation of taxable salary of Mr. Ravindra for the assessment year 2021. So before that, have you understood, Anumanta? Have you understood the question?
Yes, sir.
So any doubt regarding this you can ask. Any doubt regarding this one? Any doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
No. So now we'll see this one. See this. Computation of taxable salary of Mr. Ravindra for the assessment year 2021. 3 columns we have to do. Particular and 2 amount column. Particular and 2 amount column we have to do. Now in the question they have given net salary, isn't it? So they have given net salary, that is 1 lakh, but we want what? Salary before tax. This is a salary after tax. 1 lakh is a salary after tax. We want salary before tax. So add everything. Net salary, you write the amount in the inner column, 1 lakh. Add income tax, add RPF, add rent of bungalow. So 6,000 plus 20,000 plus 5,000. So now total is 1,31,000. Total is 1,31,000. See this one. See this. Net salary, you have to add all the information, whatever given in the adjustment. 1 lakh plus 6,000 plus 20,000 contribution to RPF. Here, whose contribution they are talking? 20,000 contribution to RPF, employee contribution. 5,000, it is the employees paying the rent. 5,000 as a rent paid of a bungalow. Yes. So we have added all these things. We got the salary as 1,31,000. Next we have to write allowances, whatever given in the question. See this allowances, they have mentioned 8,000 per annum. So here we have to apply the rule. Official purpose exempt. Under allowance, official purpose exempt. So 5,000 is for official purpose, so no tax. So that is exempt. What is remaining? Remaining amount we have to write. 8,000 minus 3,000. 8,000 minus 5,000. So you will get 3,000 as conveyance allowance. See this. 8,000 minus 5,000 conveyance allowance, final total, that is only for personal purpose, that is 3,000. Next, value of perquisite. Value of perquisite we have to see. Under that, first thing comes is RFA, rent-free accommodation calculation. So rent-free accommodation, we know house is owned by the employer and population is more than 25 lakh. So in that case, we have to take 15% of the salary. So salary for this purpose, we know basic DA, all the taxable allowance and monetary emolument. But here, our salary, our salary is 1,31,000 before tax plus conveyance allowance. That is a taxable allowance. So 1,31,000 plus 3,000. Both we have to add. Then no other information is given. DA and DP information is not there. So and bonus commission information is also not given. So 1,34,000 is our salary. So 1,34,000 into 15% we have to take. So you will get rent free accommodation total. That is 20,100. 20,100 is a rent free accommodation total, and from this you have to deduct rent paid by the employee. So where this rent paid by the employee is given, see this rent paid by the employee is given in the first adjustment, that is 5,000 as a rent of a bungalow. So this 5,000 you have to deduct. 5,000 you have to deduct. Why? Because that is a rule. From the perquisite value of RFA, you have to deduct any amount which is collected from the employee. So we have deducted that 5,000. So final RFA value now. Final RFA value 20,100 minus 5,000, that is 15,100. That you have to show in the outer column. Outer column you have to write. Then now next thing comes is these four information: gardener, watchman, electricity bill, and water bill. So just you have to see the question, and wherever this information is given, we have to see whether it is given per month or per year. So here you can see here gardener and watchman who are paid 3,000 per month and 5,000 per month. So we know that gardener 3,000 per month means 3,000 into 12 we have to do, and watchman 5,000 per month means 5,000 into 12 we have to do, because we are doing the calculation for 1 year. So 3,000 into 12. So what is the answer? So that is 36,000. See this gardener. Watchman 5,000 into 12. That is 60,000 is the answer. Electricity bill. See this electricity bill. We are talking about electricity bill, and that is paid by the company. Here they have not given per month. So whenever it is not given per month, we will assume that it is per annum. So or else you have to write the same amount, whatever given in the question. So no need of multiplying by 12. So directly write 3,000, that is electricity bill, water bill 5,000, again per month is not given, directly you write 5,000. So we have written all these information, that is perquisite. These are what? Facility given by the employer to the employee, that we have taken. Then motor car. If you see, motor car information is also given. That is adjustment number 4. And I have already told this is a small car, and it is owned by the employer. Expenses are borne by the employer. In that case, we have to follow the statutory limit. Statutory limit here is 1,800 per month, fixed amount. So you have to take 1,800. That is a rule. So 1,800 into 12, if you do, you will get 21,600. So that is a motor car. But along with that, there is a driver is also provided. So whenever driver is there, 900 fixed amount you have to take. 900 is fixed. 900 into 12. 900 per month you want for 1 year. So 900 into 12, that is 10,800. That's the driver salary. So motor car, now we finished with the calculation of motor car. Next one is vehicle loan. Vehicle loan adjustment we have to see where it is given. Vehicle loan adjustment. See this. He took a vehicle loan of 2 lakh at 7%, SBI rate of 10% per annum. So SBI rate is a lending rate. It is a standard scheduled bank rate. That is 10% it is given. 7% is the original rate at which the loan is taken. So now we have to see the difference. What is the difference here? 10% minus 7%. That is 3%. So you have to do like this. 2 lakh 7% interest. For 3% difference interest, how much? So you have to do the cross multiplication. For 2 lakh 7%, for how much the 3% interest will be, that we have to see. So cross multiplication if you do, you will get see this 14,000 into 3 by 7. So before that 2 lakh into 7% you have to take. Why? Because we want amount we want. So 2 lakh into 7%, that is 14,000 we got. 14,000 into 3 by 7. Why 3 by 7? 3 is a difference rate, 7 is the original rate. Yes, or else you can do 14,000 is to 7, 14,000 for 7, for 3 how much? Like that also you can do. So you will get 6,000 vehicle loan. Then lunch coupon. Lunch coupon given 80 per day. See this. Lunch coupon 80 per day they have given, but as per the rule up to 50 rupees per lunch coupon it is exempt, remaining is taxable. So 80 minus 50 you have to do, we want only taxable amount. So 80 minus 50 when we are doing we get 30 rupees. 30 rupees into 300 days they have said. So for 300 days how much? 30 into 300. 30 into 300 if you do you will get 9,000. See this, 9,000 we got, and all these amount, gardener, watchman, electricity, water, motor car, driver salary, vehicle loan, lunch coupon, everything you have to add and write in the outer column. That amount is 1,51,400. Yes. After this, employer's contribution. Employer's contribution in excess of 12% of the salary. Why 12% of the salary? It is a rule. I have already told. Up to 12% of the salary, employer's contribution is exempt from tax. If anything is more than that, it is taxable. But here, a company's contribution, if you see, it is they have given 20,000 company's contribution, isn't it? So now we don't know the percentage, what percentage company is contributing. So one thing we can do here, first we can take 12% of the salary. Directly you can take 12% of the salary. Salary for the purpose of RPF. Can you tell me now salary for the purpose of RPF? What is the salary here? The purpose of RPF salary is basic plus DA and DP if it enters a retirement benefit. But here DA and DP is not there or not given in the question. So what you can do here, directly you can take the before tax salary, that is 1,31,000. Should you take a conveyance allowance? No. Why? Because for PF purpose, taxable allowance are not there. Only basic DADP if it enters the retirement benefit. So here 1,31,000 we got. 1,31,000 into 12%. If you do, you will get 15,750. So this is employer's contribution in excess of 12% of salary we want for taxation purpose. Up to 12% it is exempt from tax. Now we got the answer for 12%, that is 15,720. But what is the actual contribution made by the employer here? What is the actual contribution made by the employer? That is given in the question. See this, 20,000. So what is the excess amount here? 12% means 15,720 means excess amount is taxable. So here 20,000 minus 15,720 you have to do. So the final amount, taxable amount, that is more than 12% of the salary, employer's contribution, that is 4,280. So you have to write in the outer column. Similarly, there is interest is provided. Interest is provided here. See this, interest on RPF. That is as per the rule 9.5%, up to 9.5% it is exempt. Remaining is taxable. So here what is the interest rate is given 10.5% per annum. So what is the excess amount? 10.5% minus 9.5%. 1% is the excess amount. So you have to do like this for interest calculation. See this one. For 10,500, 10.5% original rate. First you take the original rate, 10,500, 10.5%. For 1%, how much? So 1% is a difference rate. So you have to do the cross multiplication. When you do the cross multiplication, 1 comes in the numerator and 10.5 goes to the denominator. So you can do like this, 10,500 into 1 divided by 10.5. So you will get interest on RPF above 9.5%. Taxable amount is 1,000. See this, 1,000. Or else what you can do here, 10,500 into 1% if you take, what is the amount? Can you tell me now? Whether it is same, 10,500 into 1%. Just use the calculator. 10,500 into 1%. So here you are getting different amount. So no need of doing like that. So directly you can do the cross multiplication like I told. For 10,500, 10.5%. For 1%, how much? Cross multiplication you can do. Then you will get the amount here. See this. Amount, taxable amount is 1,000. Next, gross salary view. What do you mean by gross salary? Total of everything. Whatever you have written in the outer column, you have to make the total. 1,31,000 plus 3,000 plus 15,100 plus 1,51,400 plus 4,280 plus 1,000. So now gross salary is 3,05,780. So now we got the gross salary, but as per the format, from the gross salary we have to deduct certain things. One is standard deduction, then there is a professional tax we have to deduct, and we have to see if he is a government employee, we have to deduct entertainment allowances also. So now you see here deduction under section 16, professional tax paid. So first thing is professional tax paid. Whether professional tax paid amount is given in the question. See this last sentence they have given. Compute the taxable salary considering the professional tax paid is 200 per month. And you know professional tax paid per annum, it cannot exceed more than 2,500. So 200 into 12 you have to do. So your answer here is 2,400. See this professional tax deduction, you have to deduct from the gross salary 2,400. Standard deduction. Standard deduction, next thing. So standard deduction before it was 40,000. Now government gives 50,000 as a deduction for every salaried SEC. So 50,000 you have to deduct as a fixed amount as per the rule. So now total deduction available. Total deduction available is 52,400. From gross salary, you have to deduct this amount. 3,05,780 minus 52,400. Finally, net salary. Net salary you get as 2,53,380. So once you got the net salary, now you can deduct various things. That is, if there is ATC deductions are there. See this in this question there is ATC deduction. Less deduction under section ATC. What is the deduction here eligible for ATC? You have to see the question where it is given. Only employee contribution to RPF is eligible for deduction. Employer contribution is not eligible. And see this here first sentence they have given 20,000 as a contribution to RPF. Who is making the contribution here? Employee. Mr. Ravindra is making the contribution. So that is why this 20,000 you have to show, or you can reduce your tax liability by claiming the deduction under section ATC. So employee contribution to RPF again deducted 20,000 from net salary. So finally you get after deduction taxable salary. That is net salary 2,53,380 minus deduction 20,000. Final amount on which the tax is paid by the individual SSE, that is 2,33,380. This is how you are going to solve this problem. 16 mark problem, very important, because in the examination they'll ask two problem and